Jerry Blavat, the legendary disc jockey known as the Geeter with the Heater and the Boss with the Hot Sauce, has died on January 20. He was 82. The cause of death was myasthenia gravis. His tireless promotion of pioneering black artists of the 1950s and 1960s shaped the pop music culture of the city, where he maintained an iconic presence for 7 decades. Mr. Blavat first came to fame as a dancer on the teen-targeted pop music television show Bandstand in the 1950s. He leaves behind 4 daughters, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and his longtime partner Keely Stoll. David Crosby, one of the most influential singers and songwriters of the 1960s, has died on January 18 at the age of 81. It is with great sadness after a long illness that our beloved David Crosby has passed away, his wife said in a statement. Crosby co-founded 2 iconic 1960s bands, The Byrds and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Crosby was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, in 1991 and again in 1997. Jay Briscoe, a Ring of Honor wrestler, died in a head-on car accident in Laurel, Delaware, on January 17 that killed one other person, according to Delaware State Police. He was 38. Briscoe, who was not wearing a seatbelt, was driving a 2016 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 eastbound when the driver of a 2019 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 crossed the center line into Briscoe's lane, where they crashed. The world's oldest known person, French nun Lucile Randon, has died January 17, aged 118. Randon, known as Sister Andrea, was born in southern France on 11 February 1904, when the First World War was still a decade away. She died in her sleep at her nursing home in Toulon. She worked as a governess and tutor before entering a convent in 1944, aged 40. She had been in nursing homes since 1979 and in the Toulon home since 2009. Members of the American grunge band Screaming Trees are mourning the loss of co-founder and bassist Van Connor, who died on January 17 at age 55. Gary Lee Conner announced his brother's death Wednesday on his Instagram and Facebook accounts and said Van Connor died of an extended illness. It was pneumonia that got him in the end, Gary Lee wrote. He was one of the closest friends I ever had, and I loved him immensely. I will miss him forever and ever and ever. Chris Ford, a member of the Boston Celtics 1981 championship team, a longtime NBA coach and the player credited with scoring the league's first 3-point basket, has died on January 17 of heart attack. He was 74. He is one of 4 former Celtics to have won championships as both a player and coach, joining Bill Russell, Tom Heinsohn, and Jones. Lupe Serrano was a Chilean-born, Mexican-trained, American ballet dancer and teacher. She spent most of her dance career at the American Ballet Theater, where she was the troupe's first Hispanic-American principal dancer, has died on January 16. The cause was complications of Alzheimer's disease, their son-in-law, Robert Chasimoff, said. Ms. Serrano joined American Ballet Theater in 1953 and became the company's first Hispanic principal dancer. Robbie Bachman, the drummer for the Canadian hard rock band Bachman Turn Overdrive that was known for such 1970s hits as Taking Care of Business and You Ain't Seen Nothin' Yet, has died at age 69. His death was announced on social media Thursday by his brother and bandmate, Randy Bachman, who did not cite a cause. Robbie Bachman first worked with his older brother Randy, a singer, songwriter, and guitarist, in the group Brave Belt, which the elder Bachman helped found in the early 1970s, after leaving the top-selling act, The Guess Who. Arthur Duncan, whose exuberant tap dancing carried him from the streets of Pasadena to Betty White's variety shows in the 1950s as one of the first black regulars performing on television, and then to The Lawrence Welk Show, where he helped bring the art form to millions of viewers for almost 2 decades, died on January 4 from complications related to a stroke and pneumonia. He was 97. Charles White, a dynamic tailback for the University of Southern California, who set the school's career record for rushing yardage and won the 1979 Heisman Trophy, died on January 11 in Newport Beach, Calif. He was 64. Judy Ann White Bosch, his care manager and former wife, said the cause of his death, at hospital, was esophageal cancer. Anton Walkes, a defender for Major League Soccer team Charlotte FC, has died from injuries suffered in a boating accident at age 25, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said in a statement. According to officials, Walkes was found unconscious in the water after the crash. His fans and teammates hugged, wiping away tears and mourning the loss of the 25-year-old. Miko Taka was an American actress, popular for her film and TV roles from the late 1950s until the early 1980s. Her best-known role was as an elegant Japanese dancer, starring opposite Marlon Brando in the Korean war drama Sayonara, has died on January 4. She was 97. Details of her death were not available. Longtime Chicago radio host Lynn Bremer has died on January 22 after a long battle with cancer. He was 68. WXRT-FM 93.1, where Bremer was a disc jockey and hosted morning programs. Bremer announced last summer that he was taking a leave of absence from the station for treatment for prostate cancer. Dorothy Tristan, an actress known for her roles in Clute and Scarecrow, and wife to film director John D. Hancock, died January 7 in La Porte, Ind, after a decade-long battle against Alzheimer's disease. She was 88 years old. Tristan made her film acting debut in 1970's X-rated End of the Road before appearing alongside Jane Fonda and Donald Sutherland in the Oscar-nominated Clute the next year. Keith Beaton was a singer with the Philadelphia soul group Blue Magic, known for hits including Sideshow, died on January 13 at age 72. Beaton was a founding member of Shades of Love, the group that became Blue Magic in 1972. Singing tenor, Beaton contributed to hits including their 1974 R and B #1 single Sideshow, which also climbed to the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100.